the possible return of the Dragon Ball Super manga, with moments of victories and defeats, and many revelations are yet to come. The most anticipated visit in the manga, a promise to be fulfilled, the return of a legendary Saiyan god, and much more. With the premiere date of Dragon Ball Daima already set, fans are always expecting these and more news about the manga's return. Along with that comes the anticipation of how important Daima will be and how it will be placed in the original Dragon Ball storyline. That said, the big question arises: what is missing to complement the arcs of the manga that have been shown so far? There's still much to be done. Let's not call them loose ends, but rather critical points that fans hope will come to pass. You know what they are. Comment below something that was left behind unexplained, or something important that could be on the way. Speaking of importance and paths, I ask you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say, and for you to find your way to the subscribe and like buttons. Thanks in advance, and let's dive into today's video. After the fight between Cabba and Vegeta, Cabba suggested that Vegeta visit planet Sadala, the home planet of the Saiyans in Universe 6. Vegeta showed interest and said he would be happy to visit the planet one day. So, let's start from this point. Cabba mentioned that Vegeta resembles the king of Sadala. This comparison highlights the nobility and strength of Vegeta, traits he shares with the king. As we all know, Vegeta has undergone constant evolution, and even before the Tournament of Power, he had already taken Cabba as his pupil, teaching him how to transform into a Super Saiyan. He even showed Cabba the force and pressure of Super Saiyan Blue, trusting that his student would reach this form. He could have just demonstrated the transformation to Cabba, but instead, he knocked him out with a single punch. If we think about it, Vegeta kind of let Cabba experience Divine Ki through direct contact. With that, we can expect that in the future, Cabba will succeed in reaching this form. But anyway, the manga's return gives us this great possibility of Vegeta following a path, training on Sadala, while Goku heads to Jiren's planet. Jiren is from Universe 11, and his home planet is simply known as Jiren's planet. He is a member of the Pride Troopers, a group of warriors dedicated to justice and the protection of their universe. Goku has made him one of his rivals, and not wanting to fall behind, Goku will travel to Jiren's planet. We also don't know about a possible second Tournament of Power. Who knows? The universes that participated in the first round might have to form teams with warriors from their universes, and only the chosen ones would represent their worlds, or perhaps those with extremely high power levels. This would explain the sudden power boosts for Gohan, Broly, Piccolo, and even Frieza, to bring them to the same or higher level than Goku and Vegeta. This would explain a lot, especially the rush around this issue. It's worth keeping an eye on these developments. It could be a way to focus only on the strongest fighters, as there are stronger warriors in the universes that didn't participate. I'll go even further. Perhaps Zenoa's tournament was only to select the warriors for the second part of the Tournament of Power, and the non-participating universes are governed by other deities. This would be one of the greatest foreshadowings in Dragon Ball Super. This twist would bring new dynamics and could introduce many battles and new enemies, even leading to a full-blown battle. Comment below what you think of this. Moreover, it could show that Zeno doesn't hold all the power over everything. Returning to Sadala, which is the original home planet of the Saiyans in both Universe 6 and Universe 7 in Dragon Ball Super. In Universe 6, the planet still exists and is ruled by King Sadala. However, in Universe 7, planet Sadala was destroyed due to internal conflicts among the Saiyans. The survivors moved to Planet Plant, which was later renamed Planet Vegeta after the Saiyans conquered it. If Vegeta does visit Sadala at this point, it would reveal many things. Think with me. If Planet Sadala's destruction in Universe 7 happened long before the main events of Dragon Ball, only because of Saiyan conflicts, could Yamoshi be added in some way? We know this is possible because of Frost. Frost is a character from Dragon Ball Super in Universe 6. He belongs to Frieza's race and, like Frieza, is a powerful and cunning warrior. Initially, Frost presents himself as a hero and benefactor, but it's later revealed that he's a villain who uses dishonest methods to achieve his goals. But we see a lot of similarities with Frieza. Even though they're from the same race, Frost could have been introduced in many different ways, but they purposefully introduced him as almost an exact replica of Frieza, without changing much. Well, except that Universe SAXS Frieza is far more advanced in strength. Aside from that, he's a copy of Frieza in his final form back in the Namek saga in Dragon Ball Z. Given that Kaba mentioned that the king of Sadala resembled Vegeta, maybe it was figurative, or maybe he meant the king looks like Vegeta's father, King Vegeta. Who knows? But if that's the case, they might introduce more characters with similar traits, and we could even see the return of Yamoshi. That could be where Beerus meets the legendary Super Saiyan God for the first time. Yamoshi was an ancient Saiyan known for being the first to transform into a Super Saiyan. He lived long before the main events of Dragon Ball and is a legendary figure among the Saiyans. Since he chose to fight in this form, we don't know why he didn't use his Oozor form. Maybe he was a low-class warrior without proper training. These things would bring many revelations and delve deeper into the Saiyans' history. The anime needs to go down this path a bit, which is why I think they chose to release Dragon Ball Daima, to see how we, the fans, would react in terms of feedback, sales, and everything before making big changes in the Dragon Ball Super manga. It would be a smart strategy, not risking an entire series by changing it blindly without any reference. And as they're doing now, it's not shooting in the dark. It's like throwing water in the air and seeing how much we get wet. About Yamoshi, who had a righteous heart and, along with his 5 companions, started a rebellion against the evil Saiyans. During this rebellion, he transformed into a Super Saiyan, surprising his enemies with his power. Despite his strength, Yamoshi was eventually defeated because he became exhausted after fighting many warriors. After his death, his spirit continued to wander in search of 6 Saiyans with pure hearts to create the first Super Saiyan God. If we look at the work in Dragon Ball Super, pay close attention to the ritual for summoning the Super Saiyan God. To summon the Super Saiyan God in Dragon Ball Super, a specific ritual must be performed. Gather 6 Saiyans with pure hearts. 5 of them must channel their energy into the 6th Saiyan, who will be chosen to transform. The 6th Saiyan absorbs the energy from the other 5 and transforms into Super Saiyan God. And Goku said the following to Gohan: "Pay attention here, about Gohan protecting the Earth, meaning that he and Vegeta will definitely be away from Earth, and even from Universe 6. So, who do we have left among the Saiyans? Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Goten, and Trunks, all with pure hearts. Could this be a possible reference to the 5 warriors who helped Yamoshi? It would be very interesting if they were on planet Sadala, so that if someone as important as Yamoshi were to appear, he would have 5 friends who are exactly like them. Or, making this parallel in a way that there are now 6 Saiyan warriors in Universe 6, besides Bra, who are their representatives, it would be cool to approach this. It's kind of my own wild theory, but you guys get the point here. Anyway, it would be great, but we also have the first point of the video where each warrior goes to a different universe, and Goku going to Jiren's planet would also be exceptional, a reunion with lots of history and battles. We would learn about Jiren and also Universe 6, about how Hit, Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla evolved over time. It would be surreal to see Kaba at blue level or Super Saiyan 3, but then they would be far below Universe 7, and that wouldn't make much sense, since their evolution was much faster than anyone in Universe 6. So, they would be very strong. That's it. There's much more to say about the return of the manga that I can't cover today because the video would be too long. Things like delving deeper into the theory of the Tournament of Power Part 2 that I mentioned earlier, or about only the warriors who reach certain levels and who they would be, as if they were pre-selected after the Tournament of Power. About Broly's evolution when Goku and Vegeta return to Beerus' planet. He will definitely evolve a lot, since through Gohan, he saw how to control his beastly ki. So, we will have that, and much more. If I forgot anything, comment below, and I will bring it up in part 3 of the video. If you haven't seen part 1, hurry up and watch it because it's also insane. Thanks for being here. It's an honor to be with you all. Take care, and see you soon.